Hello everyone, join us as we explore the white villages of southern Andalusia. We'll buy cakes from nuns you never see, learn about a massive historical naval engagement just off the coast, and let you into some of the secrets of these beautiful Pueblo Blancos. Let's go! We're in Jerez de Frontera and we are looking to go to the airport to hire a car so we can discover the local villages, the beauty of the local area and countryside. So join me and Emily while we try and get a taxi to the aeropuerto. Gracias, senor. Wow, the quietest airport ever. Weird to think we were here like a week ago as well. Right, car is hired. I love the way she was like, this is a small airport. If you dink the car, it doesn't matter. It's basically what she was saying, isn't it? Right, we're coming into Arcos de la Frontera, one of the Pueblo Blanco villages in this area. Boring over there. Lovely views from up there, gorgeous. So Arcos de la Frontera is one of the, what they call like white villages, Pueblo Blanco. They're really, really famous because they're so beautiful. They tend to be on like rocky outcrops. There's a huge castle and church at the top as well. It looks beautiful, and I think you get some incredible views up there. So we're going to go up and have a look at that. You can hear the cucharas going the whole time. That noise, and you always know you're abroad when you can hear them going.
Is that a swimming pool?
Oh yeah, they've got it sorted. I think it is a little swimming pool. Would you buy that, Emily?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'd have to see how far it is to walk into town to go to the shops.
Here's your typical street in a Pueblo Blanco. Always have loads of fruit trees. Once they grow up and get bigger, they lend a nice bit of shade to you, especially in the summer. Must be bonkers up here. I mean, we're near October now and it's 30 degrees. Arcos de la Frontera is just perched on this weird jutting out peninsula which offers amazing views of the surrounding area. Also, funnily enough, for an inland village, it has a large lake and therefore its own beach. Tourist Central, and we are one of them. We are part of the gang. There's people taking photos. Getting them selfies in. It wouldn't be Spain without a beautiful place like this. Building site right in the middle of it. Beautiful. Don't think Emily would like this. Beautiful view of a building site. The old workings of the clock. Wow. There's the back of the clock there. People have scratched their names in here over the years. Amazing views over to the lake. So there's a lake just over there, and this lake is people, you can swim in there. There's a beach down there. There's lots of places to buy down there because I've obviously been doing that thing where I look at like what to buy. But yeah, look at this, isn't this gorgeous? Well, I can safely say that was quite cool. Poor old bumheads. She ate heights. I need a wee. It's muy calor. Quiero una cerveza. Ahora. Finally. I don't know how good that tastes. Emily, she's currently looking at a convent behind us. Apparently the nuns give you a cake and you never meet them and they never meet you. It just comes through like a hatch with their hand sticking out. Sí, bien. Estoy listo. Emily doesn't like nuns, so I was sent in to use the faceless nun service and buy myself some cakes. A very strange way to purchase religious confectionery. Hola, quiero magdalenas por favor y pastas con nuez y miel. Gracias.
Tarta de nuez con miel, ¿verdad?
Sí, gracias. Muchas gracias, chao. Gotta say, no word of a lie, lovely cakes, although I did get a little bit of nun hair in my one. Ugh. We now drove south from Arcos de la Frontera all the way down to the Atlantic coast near the Gibraltar Strait. Just off this stretch of coast, a famous naval battle occurred that would change the history of our country and possibly all of Europe. So our first stop is at a beach area very near to a famous naval battle that happened in October the 21st, 1805. Sí, uno coche. Sí. Ay, gracias. Gracias. The Battle of Trafalgar was a naval battle just off the coast where we are now between the British Navy, fantastic bloody navy, versus the French and Spanish combined navies. There were lots of times where the British were allied with either Spain or they weren't allied with Spain, and sometimes the navies would not find out about this until very late on. Well, sometimes they'd see a Spanish ship and start firing at it without knowing that we'd actually already signed a peace treaty with Spain. Portugal, actually, funny enough, which is obviously very near to where we are at the moment, signed a peace treaty with the United Kingdom, or to Great Britain at the time. Portugal and Britain's friendship as two nations is the longest in world history. So anyway, the French had a huge navy in the port of Cadiz, and that was under Admiral Villeneuve, and they decided that they were going to sail out to try and get control of the English Channel so Napoleon can get his invasion barges over from Calais and invade England. So the Battle of Trafalgar had an incredible importance that they don't get out of Cadiz or out into the Atlantic Ocean past the British blockade. The French had 33 ships, the British 27, and they came together just here pretty much. Villeneuve knew that the British were weaker, and Lord Horatio Nelson had already kind of thought up a way of trying to address this imbalance, and that was to do a tactic that had never been done before, and that was to drive the British fleet in a line directly a kind of T-piece way to the French and Spanish line, and split their fleets up. Anyway, the British did do this. Nelson basically divided into two columns, I believe. While they turned around, the British basically raked them from behind. So you imagine the shape of a ship with the gun decks how they are. If you could fire through the back end of a ship, you could fire grape shot cannons all through the whole gun deck. And I think that was shown by the fact that the French lost somewhere in the region of 20 ships. The British lost none. Also, just off this coastline in the same action, Lord Horatio Nelson was mortally wounded. Nelson was heard to have said, "I have but a short time to live." He was taken below and asked the ship's captain, Hardy, to take care of my poor Lady Hamilton. He then said the famous words, "Kiss me, Hardy." An onlooker recorded that Hardy knelt and kissed Nelson on the cheek. On hearing it was Hardy, he replied, "God bless you, Hardy." The ship's chaplain, Alexander Scott, who had been at Nelson's side as he died, recorded that his last words were, "Thank God I have done my duty, God and my country." Nelson died at 4:30 in the afternoon, 3 hours after he had been shot. He was 45 years old. And that's why in London we have Trafalgar Square, Nelson's column, and that is why Nelson's statue is looking south towards the Admiralty. Look at that. What? Oh.
My purse is in the rucksack.
Everywhere has got little plant pots and everything. It's also a near-death experience just walking fucking anywhere. Lovely little town. Recommended to me by my professor de español, Arcos. Now, I don't want to say too many good things about Vejer de la Frontera because it is beautiful. This is a place where I could quite happily see myself spending the rest of my days looking over gorgeous views and drinking red wine. But one of the things we stumbled upon was this little garden that was actually owned by an old man who still looks after it today. And it's like an old people's home, and you just kind of walk around there and everyone's milling about. It's absolutely lovely. Es muy bonito. Sí, sí. Hey! Wow, just look how beautiful this place is. It's one thing you smell in Spain quite a lot: incense and skunk. What are you eating, Munchlet?
Guacamole and prawns in puff pastry.
Is it fucking lovely?
It's very nice.
So we're at risk of this turning into a full-on travel channel now. Honestly, Vejer de la Frontera, it's about 10 miles from the coast, from the Atlantic Ocean, probably 20-minute drive from Faro De Trafalgar, and it is absolutely beautiful. What a lovely place. Highly recommend this. This is a good place as any to end this video about our little trips around the White Villages beaches, well, the White Village of Vejer and the beautiful place known as Trafalgar. You like the sea here? Oh, getting all wet now, it can't stop.